Hello there and welcome to the Hashpower Academy. This is your place to learn absolutely anything to do with Bitcoin. And the topic of today's video is going to be delving into getting into Bitcoin mining. People get into Bitcoin mining for all manner of different reasons of securing the network and helping to decentralize how much of the computing resource is owned by individuals versus corporations and countries, and other reasons of a monetary intention, which is you are investing in Bitcoin mining machines to produce Bitcoin as a yield. What this does is it means that Bitcoin has a market price, but you're producing and earning Bitcoin at a discount. The difference between buying the corn in the supermarket versus growing the corn yourself. So the three avenues to explore this question, which I think every person interested in Bitcoin needs to ask. Should I get into Bitcoin mining? Can I get into Bitcoin mining? Can be boiled down to three different things. The first one, most fundamentally, is if you produce power. Do you have a solar battery system in your house or your business that you just produce electricity in some shape or form, or have access to electricity that is cheap? If you have such an opportunity, you are in the best position and you would be silly not to get into Bitcoin mining. Because all Bitcoin mining is a computer that consumes electricity and turns it into money. That's it. That is how easily it can be boiled down. So if you have a lodge in the mountains and the solar during the summer is just filling the battery, you can visualize that electricity in your battery as potential money. And if you're not there and the house is empty and the battery's just getting full, should be in mining. Your power cost is already priced in because you've purchased that system. The second option is you don't produce your power, but you have access to cheap electricity. And these two green options are your ability to be mining yourself at home or in your business. The other options there is you can use the computers as a heating system. You could be heating the building. So it's not just generating money by mining Bitcoin, but also heating your house, heating the floor, heating a greenhouse, and all these other secondary opportunities. But if you don't produce power, you don't have access to cheap power, 99% of people currently fit in this third option, which is getting into hosted Bitcoin mining. That is you purchasing the computers because you don't have the technical and electrical access, but you have the financial access. So if you have $10,000 or more and you really want to get into Bitcoin mining, you have that opportunity. And hosted Bitcoin mining is essentially you're entrusting other people to manage and maintain those computers, and you pay a monthly electrical bill and you earn Bitcoin as a yield. Now, all three options of producing your power, mining yourself, that requires technical skills. Having cheap electricity, obviously, if you have cheap electricity under 8 cents, but idealistically under 5 cents a kilowatt hour, you have an opportunity to really economically mine. But if you don't, the only alternative is to have an old machine that you won't make a profit with the mining, but you use it as a heating system. If you already pay heating bills and you have any aspect of a hydronic system, reach out because we can help navigate and explore if heating systems that pay you Bitcoin is an opportunity for you. But that third one is, like I said, where most people fit in. Electrical rates across the world are very high and you need access to cheap power, and to keep the machines online is quite a task in of themselves. And yeah, so it really boils down to these three things. Do you produce power? If not, can you buy power cheaply? If not either of these two, and you don't want to delve into anything technical and electrical, you entrust someone else to manage it entirely for you. And it's almost like a rental property. You own the property, the computer, and you're paying costs to maintain the electrical bill. And you're getting that rental income, the Bitcoin that's being mined. And the objective goal is you're maybe paying a $200 electrical bill with the machine, but you're earning $300, $400, $500, $600 a month of Bitcoin. And that arbitrage, if it was $200 of cost to $400 of revenue, that's a 50%. you can take that to the Bitcoin price and you know you're producing Bitcoin at a 50% discount to the market price. If these are the sorts of things that you're interested in, please reach out. There'll be links in the description and comments and whatnot. And I'm here to answer any questions. But the bit I'll add to the end of this is it doesn't matter if you're mining yourself with your own power, buying the power to put in the computer, or you're deploying the computers with someone else to manage all of the technical and electrical sides. All of them have to be involved in the next step, which is you will be connecting those machines to your mining pool account and the distributions of where that Bitcoin is to be paid out to. If your current experience with Bitcoin is to have Bitcoin in Coinbase or another exchange, you really need to explore having your own wallet and your own node potentially if you want to take it that direction. And this is taking your Bitcoin journey in a self-custody direction. This is an opportunity for you to have your own Bitcoin in your own wallet. As Obama said, he said, Bitcoin is like having a Swiss bank account in your pocket. I can't think of an even better marketing material than that. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.